In Java 12, switch expressions were introduced, which, like all expressions, evaluate to a single value. They provide an elegant way to do conditional evaluations, overcoming some of the error prone nature of the case statement. The switch expression has been enhanced in subsequent Java versions, and we will be using Java 14 for this demo. In this video, we will first look at the old switch statement, which by the way is still available and works. We will understand some of its shortfalls and see how switch expression provides an elegant solution to it. We will examine the syntax and features of the switch expression and see how compact and readable it makes the code and reduces the possibility of errors. Here I have a simple Java class demo. I'm running it on Java 14. Now I'm a food lover, and so obviously my example has to do something with food. Let's say we are trying to decide which restaurant to go for lunch. So here is a method getRecommendation which returns just that for a past lunch option. Let's initialize the food joint as a string. Now here is the switch statement where we pass it the lunch option. If it is a burger, we assign the joint as Burger King, for sub to Subway, and if none of the cases match, we will assign my favorite Indian restaurant Kanishk, and then we return the joint. Alright, now this is pretty verbose. We have to assign a joint value in every case and then have another statement to return it. Further, we have to end each case with a break. If you forget that, then the logic will fall through and return us the wrong result. Let's see it in action. Let's create a main class, public static void main. Inside, let's create a string variable lunch options and assign it a value sub. Let's create a string variable recommendation and assign it the value returned by calling getRecommendation function, passing in the lunch option. Then let's print the recommendation. Let's run it by right-clicking and choosing Run as Java Application. We see the expected result Subway. Let's say we forget the break statement here. Let's run it again. Now it gives us the wrong recommendation of Kanishk. Now if we want to create a local variable string location in the case, we cannot create the same variable name in another case statement. Let us now see the new switch expression and see how it solves many of the problems. Let's comment this piece of code. The switch expression evaluates to a result, so we can directly assign it to a recommendation. Call it using the switch option in parentheses and then curly braces which end in a semicolon. Inside we put the case burger followed by a colon and then return its value using the keyword yield and the result Burger King. Similarly, let's put the case for sub and the default case here. Here, the default case is required unlike the case statement where it's optional. So notice how compact the code is. No separate assignment statements, break statements. Down at the bottom, we then return the joint. Actually, we can directly return the evaluation of the switch expression as so, making it even more compact. Let's run it and we get the same result. Excellent. Let's make it even better. So instead of a colon and yield, let us just replace it with an arrow like we use in the lambda expressions. So let me put arrows and remove the yield. Now it is even more readable and compact. Let's run it. Same result. Excellent. Now you cannot mix and match colons and arrows. You can only have one of them. Now how do you execute multiple statements within a case? For that, after the arrow put curly braces and then put multiple statements. So here let me create a string variable location, assign it a value. If you have curly braces like this with the arrow, then you have to return the result using the yield keyword. Let's concatenate the result with the location. Let's similarly add multiple statements for the default case. Notice that now it does not complain for the same variable name as they are contained within separate cases. Let's run it. Good, we see the result with the location concatenated. Now in the break statement, we can by design implement fall through where we might want to execute code for the two case options, by not putting it in the first case where it matched. We can also do it here, though more clearly. So let's say we want for both the salad and sub options that Subway be returned. So we can put both of them here in the case comma separated. Let's change the lunch option to be salad. Let's run it and we see Subway printed. Cool. Finally, we can throw exceptions in the cases. So let's say in the default case, we want to throw an exception, not a valid choice. Now our method has to declare that it throws exception, and similarly our main method has to declare that. Let's change the option to pasta, which is not a case choice. Run it and we see the exception thrown. We can, in fact, have a different exception thrown for each case if we so desire. Isn't switch expression so simple and elegant? In this video, we saw the switch expression, which evaluates to a result. This reduces the need to assign and return it in different statements. It prevents the error-prone nature of the case statement where we might forget the break clause. It allows the compact arrow syntax while at the same time providing the ability to have multiple statements in a case and multiple case choices executing the same code. Thanks for watching.